All new at 10, therapy providers in Texas could be facing a big reduction in funding after legislators called for a major proposal to cut payment rates. Action Force Nora Salinas has more details on how thousands in the valley could be affected by this. Nora.
Texas legislators originally mandated that the State Health and Human Services Commission cut $50 million in payment rates for therapy services. Now, local residents and therapy providers say this would be detrimental for hundreds of children in the valley.
Why the space shuttle?
Kira Garcia is a 3-year-old girl suffering from severe autism and ADHD.
She has a lot of problem with her communication skills. She doesn't necessarily look at you in the eye when she's talking to you.
Like thousands of other children, Kira receives help through Medicaid for speech and behavioral therapy at home, which otherwise her parents could not afford.
Right now we're barely making ends meet, and we would not be able to afford that on our own.
Kids Advanced Therapy Services in Harlingen provides therapy for more than 350 children of low-income families in the valley.
We have some children who carry diagnoses of autism. We have some that carry CP diagnosis. We have children who are just language delayed.
But the establishment could soon be facing major cuts to their budget.
We're going to see cuts in salary. We're going to see cuts in, maintenance on vehicles and things that will help keep the business operating.
The Texas legislature called for chopping $50 million in funding within a period of 2 years to speech, physical, and occupational therapists who treat children through Medicaid insurance programs. Director of Speech at Cuts, Nancy Maloney, says she believes it would be a major blow to the mental and physical development of these children.
These kiddos are just going to be left behind if they lose their services. There's not going to be anyone to pick up the pieces for them and teach them how to functionally communicate.
She has progressed so much, and if that gets cut, I feel like she's only going to regress back to that frustrated, lonely child, not being able to speak out.
The Health and Human Services Commission is currently working to schedule a public hearing to propose rate reduction for these therapy services. If these cuts are made, home health services could face an average of 20% reduction in revenue. The state now says it does not have a definitive start date for the cuts. Live in the studio, Nora Salinas, Action 4 News.